Hello everyone, welcome to Coding Masters. So, welcome our new mentor of Game Lab, Rose. Hi Rose.
So hello everyone, so I'm a new mentor for Game Lab in Kodular. So today we are going to have intro to Game Lab and also we are going to make our first project through Game Lab. Okay, just a minute. I'm just sharing my screen and yeah. So first I'll show you the project we are going to make, then I'll show you how to open Game Lab and a bit introduction to Game Lab. So this is a game. This is a robot which is moving itself and we are going to be this thing, okay? This side, right side would be us and there's a ball. This is a ping pong game, alright? So when I click on space, the game start and now I have to click on up key and down key and it will move. And on the top also there is a score. If the ball touches here, so -1. So it become -2 like that. Okay. So now I'll show you how to open Game Lab. So Game Lab, you can get Game Lab in code.org. So if you use code.org daily, you'll just have it over here. But if you don't use, go to Google, open a new tab, and then go to Google, and then type code.org. It's loading here, and click on this. And also don't forget to sign in. I'll show you how to sign in. Okay, so once you click on that link, it will open this something like this. So now click on sign in and continue with Google because it's an easy way. And then choose whatever account you want to sign in from. Okay, and now I'm signing. Now I just need to click on create, and here the third option, sorry, the fourth option would be Game Lab. So just click on Game Lab, and this is how Game Lab opens. So in Game Lab, first, it's a really good habit to rename a project. Not only in Game Lab, in other labs too in Kodular. It's a really good habit to rename a project. So first, I'm going to rename our project as intro. Okay. So in Game Lab, we already have this one block given. Okay. You can throw this, but I'd recommend you to keep it over here. Okay. And here in Game Lab, there are two tabs: code and animation. So once we open the Game Lab, we get the code. We are on code tab. Okay. And then when we click on animation, we go on the animation tab. On animation, we can get our sprites or animations like GIF or etc. We can make it ourselves. So how to get them? Just click on new animation and there are lots of options over here. We can choose from them and use it. Okay. Okay, it's very small. And here in toolbox, we also call toolbox as a block palette. So in toolbox we have total 8 tabs. Okay, world, group, control, variable, sprites, drawing, max, functions. Remember this, that toolbox, or else you can call it a block palette, have 8 tabs. Okay, we may ask this in the quiz. And there is one more feature in Game Lab. You can click on show text and go to the text version and click over here, and you can type stuff yourself. Okay, you can type stuff yourself. Okay, and you can go on version history, and if you have, for example, I have deleted this. Okay, I can go on version history and get that back. Okay, it will show you current version too. Okay, just a minute. Yeah, so can you add my screen again, Disha? Oh yeah, thank you. And this is a workspace. As I showed you in show text, we can write over here. So this is our workspace. And in blocks, okay, here, actually, in blocks, we can just take the blocks from tool palette, or else you can say block palette and drop it here, so it will be workspace. Okay, and we can share our project by clicking on share, then copying the link from here. And we can even remix option, like remixing a project means there's already one project, and we don't want to do the code all again, so we can just remix it. And sorry for the background noise. Okay, so the first thing over here is we need animations, we need our sprites in game lab. Then we code it, then we run and see. I'm so sorry. Yeah, so just a minute. Yeah, can you add my screen once again? Yeah. So first thing we need to rename our project because it's a really good habit. So instead of intro, we are going to write ping pong game because we are going to be making ping pong game today. Now save this, and then first, as I said, we need our animation just right. So you can visit our Discord server. Uh, Join our Discord server so that you can get all the sprites over there. Okay, I will give all the sprites on the Discord server. Okay, so I have to give this on Discord server and also to just a minute. Yeah. So first we need a ball. So let's make ball ourselves instead of uh, like going to a Discord server and getting. So making ball is really easy. Click on new animation, and for now we are going to draw your own. Okay. But to make your game look better, you can go in sports and choose any ball. Actually, for ping pong game, I don't really have any idea if they use baseball. Or, I don't know which ball is used. Uh, any ball you can choose whatever you like. Okay, I'm just gonna go with this one. Okay, so now you can get it easily. But if you don't want this ball, you want a simple ball. Just click on draw your own, and here down there will be a look. Yeah, this click on this black thing, and you can choose the color or whatever color you want your ball to be, and then click on this circle, a circle tool, and then make a circle, and then take a bucket and fill it, and don't forget to crop your sprite. Now we have a ball. You can rename it as ball. Okay, but you can use any balls from taking you can use any balls from the sports option. Okay, and the next sprite we need is our robot and a line. Okay, so robot and line, for that either you can take your time and search something that looks like a line, but what I'm gonna do is draw your own. And first I'm gonna make for robot. Okay, so I'm gonna rename it as robot. It's a really good habit to rename your sprites, also project, but also sprites, so that when you're coding the part, you know that if you're using the right sprite or not. Okay, now I need to make it. So I'm going to use stroke tool. I'm not using pen tool because look, when I try to draw straight line, it's extremely hard and you get frustrated. So I'm just gonna use the stroke tool. Let me erase this. Just a minute. Yeah. So click on stroke tool and also choose the color, whatever color you want. Okay. And you can get the stroke tool size from here. Stroke tool size. And I'm gonna take a straight line. Okay, if you want it to be, yeah. Okay, so now I've got the robot line, and crop your sprites. If you don't crop your sprites, it will take extra space. Okay, and we don't want that to happen. Right. And now we need one more line, which is gonna be the player. So I'm gonna click on this drawer on. But instead of doing that, here in the robot you can see duplicate. Just click on duplicate, and here I'm gonna change its name to uh, player. Okay, we are the player. So it's really easy. You don't need to make the line two times. We just got it right. Robot, then duplicate it, and you get a player. Just need to rename it. So we have got our ball. You can use whatever ball you like, and robot and the player. And now we need is the background. So if you saw the background was something gradient, so I'll show you new animation. And here in backgrounds you can choose whatever background you want. Abstract backgrounds are beautiful, but I don't think I won't recommend you to use abstract background for making ping pong game. Okay, I recommend you to use one of the gradient backgrounds from here. So the app I show the project I showed you, I use this one. Okay, I'm gonna use something different. Look, you can take stuff from here too, because this looks really nice, like spot tennis. You can use it for ping pong ball. Okay, so what I'm gonna take is take your time to choose. I'm just gonna choose anything randomly for now. Okay, I'll just gonna choose the same one. Yeah, so I've got a background. I'm gonna change its name and write BG because this is gonna be our background. Now I'm gonna go to code. Okay, yeah. So first thing we need is to create our sprites. Okay, so first we need a background. So how to create sprites? So go to sprites and you can find this var sprite, the first block, where sprite, add it, and also the second block. We need both of these blocks to create a sprite. Now you're gonna ask, why do we need two blocks to create a sprite? One, we are going to give a sprite a name and its position. The second one is going to be the animation, like how a sprite looks. Okay, so first we need a background. I'm just going to name it BG, and also this will be named as BG because background. BG is the shortcut of background. You can name it anything else, like full background. I'm just going with the shortcut, and I'll keep it 200. I'm not going to play with this XY position. Just click over here and choose the background. Now run. But the background is not visible. Why? I'll show you why isn't it visible. In in game lab, one block is very compulsory, which is draw sprites. If you don't add it, your sprites won't be visible. Now I have added a draw sprite. Okay, so now this is visible. But I'd recommend you to add your draw sprites in the function block. Okay, it's not like compulsory, but when we are going to use conditional blocks, the conditional blocks today in our project, so we need to put conditional blocks in functions. Okay, and if we put draw sprites out of function, we can't use the conditional blocks because the conditional blocks need to be above draw sprites but inside function. Okay, I'll explain what I meant later when we put the conditional blocks. Okay, and by the conditional blocks I meant this if else while. Okay, they are pointing to some condition. And now let's create our other sprites too. So I'm just gonna copy paste this. Okay, control C and control V. The second sprite would be robot. Okay, robot. And how will the robot look? The robot animation will be this robot, right? So click over here, and now we have the robot sprite, but it's at 200. I wanted it to be over here. So how to do that? So we need to change its position. How do we change the position? As I said, this is the position X, this is X, and this is Y. Okay, what is X and Y? As you can see over here, just see over here when I put the mouse to the screen, just see over here. Okay, besides underneath the reset button, underneath show grid button, look, you can see X and Y. These are the positions. Okay, so this is X and this is Y. All right. So I hope you understand what is X and Y. Till here, you understood? Hi, Talha Ibrahim. Yeah, and you can find it. Got a link in the description. Okay, so now I want to change its x and y position. It means I want to change its position. So what I'll do is I guess 4 and 50 would be okay. So I'll change the x to 4 and the y to 50. Okay, so the robot is over here. It's looking good. Okay, and now I'll create our player sprite. Okay, so how to create a sprite? I'm going to repeat how to create a sprite. We need two blocks for sprite. Okay, you will be over here. Go to sprites tab, var sprite, and yeah, remember var sprite and sprite dot set animation. I mean, when you're creating your sprite, it shall be outside the function block, above the function block. Okay, don't put it inside the function block. And game lab is something where single mistake I'm so sorry. Yeah, where single mistake can cause your whole project like you to face problem. Like if you're facing a single mistake, you won't be able to move ahead. Okay, it will keep on throwing the error. Okay, you don't need to debug your bug, debug your project. So this is why listen carefully and while making the project, be careful that you don't like many a times people would just be confused. Like even I was confused the first time that I made all the sprites, but why are my sprites not visible? When I was running the project, my sprites was not visible. So I did a common mistake. I did a very simple mistake. Like I just didn't add the draw sprites block. Okay, so we do some common mistakes, simple things. So be careful. So yeah, that's why I'm gonna repeat how to make sprite. So you need two blocks. Okay, variable var sprite and sprite dot animation. So now we need a player. So I'm gonna name it as player, and its animation would be player. So now we've got a player, but it's a 200, 200, right? I need it to be over here. So I guess the player would be. Let me just add this randomly. It's about testing. Okay, 395 and 50. Yeah, 395 and 50 is proper. And I would also like to inform you one thing. You can see this play area. Okay, this is the play area where we run our project and we can see. So the play area is 400. Its x is 400 and y is also 400. Okay, so now we have created our sprite. So now I'm running, but my robot is not moving. Why isn't it moving? The project I show you, the robot was moving. Why isn't it moving? Because I haven't said it to move. So what you need to do is go to yeah, go to sprites and go a bit down and take robot dot velocity y block. Sorry, take sprite dot velocity y and edit over here. Like sorry, edit above function. Don't make the mistake. Take this sprite dot velocity y equals to blank this block. Okay, and then instead of sprite we are going to write the name of the robot. And here also people make one mistake, so I wanted to know, like what I did my first time was I wrote capital R. So it will show a problem. It will throw some error like robot hasn't been declared yet. So don't forget to write the spelling properly. Here I name my sprite as robot with small r. So therefore here also have to do the same thing. Okay. Robot dot velocity y equals to just a minute. Yeah. So robot dot velocity y. I think 8 would be proper. Now see it's moving. but it's going out of the screen and it's not coming back because it just went down. So why did it happen? Because our play area, I will show you one thing. Okay, go down in Sprite. Somewhere over here you can find it. Yeah, create edges Sprite and add it. Okay. So now what will happen? It will create edge over here. In our play area, it will create edge. Okay. And if there is edge, like the area is blocked. Okay. So it won't be able to go outside it, but it's still going. So for that, what we need to do is now we are going to use the conditional block. I'll show you. Look, why isn't it moving? Just need to go over here. You're gonna find a block name sprite dot bounce off. Okay, just take this and add it under draw sprites in function draw. And instead of sprites, I'm going to write robot. Why am I writing robot? Because the robot is going out of the play area, right? And erase target and write edges and enter. Look, look, it doesn't go outside the play area. Why? Because I created the edges. First I created the edges. Now when the robot is touching the edges, it will bounce off from the edges. You can see it's bouncing off. It will bounce off and go up again. And when it goes up again, there is edges over here too. So it will bounce off from there too. Okay. So it's really simple. If you have any doubt, join our Discord server. You can ask me over there. Feel free to ping me there. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna move forward. Now, what did I do? Yeah. So now we have to create our ball. Okay. So our sprite, how to create a sprite bar sprite and sprite offset animation and sprite. I'm going to write ball. I'm so sorry for the background noise. 1 minute, please. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Yes, so I wrote ball in both of them, and here I'm gonna. Instead, you can just type yourself to ball. All right. So now we've created a sprite ball, and it's here. Oh my god, I created ball very big. Okay, I did a mistake, I guess. So what I'm just gonna do is. Oh, I didn't need to erase it. I could have made the size of the ball smaller. Okay, but I've already erased it, so I'll make the ball smaller anyways. Okay, so you can look, the ball is perfect now. But if I want to use the other ball and see, boom, ball. Okay, it's really big. So how do I make its size small? So to change the size of your sprite, go here in sprite and take the sprite dot scale and add it over here. And I want to change the size of ball, so I'm gonna write ball dot scale. I guess I shall try 0.5 and see. Oh no, it's very big. 0.2. Still big. It's about 0.1. Okay, I feel like 0.1 is proper. Okay. All right. So now we have got our ball. If I want the ball to be green color, what I can do is just take this one. Okay, this isn't the paint bucket tool. This is, its name is paint all pixels of the same color. And I'm gonna choose the dark green color. Yeah. Okay, looks Looks good, I guess. Okay, now see. Okay, to me it looks good. It looks like the ball is shining. Some white light is coming. So you can use some other balls, or you can make a ball yourself too. You can even use picture from internet. I'm going to show you how to get pictures from internet. So Disha, can you add my screen once again? Thank you. So just basically go to Google, and if I want a ball sprite, I'm going to write ball 2D. Okay, and PNG it's okay, and then image. And here you can download. You don't need to always download the sprite. I'm going to show you how to use it without downloading. Uh, okay, so for now I'm going to use this one. Copy the image, and I can go over here, new animation, draw your own, and paste it. Okay. Now we have the white color, so you can use the eraser. But I'm going to show you uh, a easy way instead of using the eraser. Just go to Google again and write remove bg, go to all, it's loading. Yeah, remove background from image, and then just paste your image over here, and then just copy it, and then I'll delete this one, delete, new animation, draw your own, and then just paste it. Look, and don't forget to crop your sprite. Okay, don't forget to crop it, and I'm going to use this. The color is gonna be brown. So you see, you can decorate it the way you want. Oops. Okay, so you can color this and all, and get a ball. Okay. Yeah. So 1 minute. I'm going to share my screen again. Disha, can you edit again? Oh, you have edited. I'm sorry. So now what else is remaining? Let's see. We have got a ball. Now I'm clicking the up button and down key, but my it's not moving. Why? Because I haven't coded the part. I haven't instructed my computer that when I click this button it shall move. So let's code that part. So now we are going to use the conditional block control, and I'm going to use if block and put it above draw sprites. Okay, and here now go in world and take this key down. Okay, key down block. Don't do mistake over here. I used to do this mistake a lot of time. Instead of key down, I would take key went down, and I would be wondering why isn't my code working. Okay, take key down, and when down key. Okay, so if key down down. So when they click on down key, what should happen? My line, I mean the player shall move, right? So I'll show you how to do that. Go take sprite. Okay, go in sprites and bring the sprite.y and add it. Sprite.y, instead I'm going to write player. So player.y equals to go to max and bring the second block, the minus block, and add it over here. Okay, and go to sprites again and bring the sprite.y again, and I'm going to write player, and I guess 8. Okay, minus 8. Now when I'm clicking on the down button, okay, it's going up. So I did a mistake. I'm so sorry. Throw this player.y. Okay. So that you don't get confused, I'll repeat everything again, and I'm so sorry. Bring the sprite.x. Okay, it's down. For down, you need to bring sprite.x. Okay, and player. I've been making this mistake forever. For when you are coding for down, so player.x. When you are coding for up, player.y. Okay, I'm so sorry. And after bringing this player.x, go to max and bring here plus block. Okay, when you are coding for down, plus block will be used, not the minus one. Okay, here go to sprite again and then sprite.x again, player.x plus 8. Now when I'm clicking on the down button, oh wait, okay, it's actually went out of the screen. Yeah, so why is it happening? Because I need to do one more thing. I'm just gonna copy and paste this block, and instead of robot I'm going to write player so that it doesn't go out of the play area. My code.org is glitching. 1 minute. What's wrong with my code? Okay, so listen, the code is perfect. Just the website is glitching a bit, but the code is. Oh. Okay, so we're going to try another way because this isn't working, so I'm going to try another way. Go to sprites and take the sprite.y, and I'm going to write player. And in here we're going to add plus block. Okay. And in one side we're going to write 8, and in sprite we're going to write sprite.y and make it player. Okay, so now it shall work. It can't. Yeah, it's working. But now I don't have a. No, but when I click on up, it's not working because I haven't coded now. So what I'm going to do is bring another if block. Put it. You can look. There are two options. Either you put it inside this if block or you put it outside the if block, but you have to put it inside the function block and above draw sprites. Okay, so I'm going to put it inside this. That's not compulsory anyways. If key down up. Okay, so I'm not going to change it. And sprite.y and player.y equals to, in max this time we're going to use minus block, and sprites player.y again, sprite.y again, and write player.y. 8 shall be proper, minus 8. Okay, when I click down it's going down, when I click up. Okay, so if it isn't working, you can change its place and see. Down working, up is also working. Okay, so it's working now. But now my ball isn't moving. So when I showed you the game, did I mention I'll show you the game once again? Don't add my screen. 1 minute. Yeah, just a minute. Disha, can you add my screen now? Yeah. So here also my ball is moving, but when I click on space, now my ball is moving and then the game starts. So first you need to click on space to start your game. So how to code that part? Okay. So again we are going to use a conditional block. Uh, yeah. So go to control and add an if block. I'm going to add it about draw sprites only, and key down. I'm sorry for the background noise. Key down and space. So you can just write space, or else you can choose from here too. But I'll just wrote it. Now when space pressed, my ball should start moving. Okay, So what I'm going to do is go to sprites and sprite dot velocity x and also sprite dot velocity y. And instead of sprite, I'm going to write ball. Okay, ball dot velocity x and ball dot velocity y equals to phi. Both shall be phi. Okay. Now see, it's not moving. I click on space. The ball started moving, but now ball went out of the screen. Why? Just copy paste this. I'll show you why. Just copy paste this and write ball. Now it won't go out of the screen because we didn't mention, right? If the ball touches the edges, it shall bounce off. Let's see. Look, it's bouncing when it touches the edges. So that is working. But there was one more thing, right? Whenever our ball was touching the in the game I showed you, whenever the ball was touching here, our score was decreasing. First, we need to create score. So to do that, go to variable, bring this block, and add it outside function block. Okay, and instead of outside var score equals to 0. When a game starts, score is 0, right? Now I've created the score. Now what I need to do is write some text. Okay, so go down and I'm going to take this block text one. Yeah, here. And instead of the text, it will be erase this, go to max and bring this plus block and add it over here. And here, don't forget to add the quotation mark. Okay, if you don't add the quotation mark, it will throw error. So quotation mark and inside it I'll write score. Okay, with this. And then I'm going to plus and write score over here. What is the score? From here, we created a variable named score. So that I wrote over here. And first I'm show you. Look over here, but it's very small. So I'll go to drawing and in text size, I'll write 22. Now it's bigger, but it's a bit above. I want it to be a bit down, so I'm going to write 10, and I guess 25 or 30 would be okay. Yeah, so its position is perfect now. You can change the text color by in going to drawing, and you can also change the text's font. Okay, and fill color would be the text color. All right. So I don't want to do any changes right now, and so we have got the text, but our score isn't moving. Look, my ball even touched this right edge. So it shall -1, right? Because when our ball touches this right edge, our code shall decrease. And if our ball touches the player, the code shall increase, right? So let's do that. So control and if block. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Control and if block and above draw sprites. If now go to sprites and go down, and you can get the if touching block. Yeah, sprite dot is touching target. Oh, what? My screen just. Okay, just a minute. I'm sharing my screen again. My screen just finally glitched. Disha add. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so in if go to sprites and then you can find the block over here. Yeah, here it is. Sprite dot is touching target. Instead of sprite, we are going to write ball. If ball touches right edge. Okay, here right edge. So R will be small, but edge E will be capital. Okay, and enter. Look, R will be small, but edge E will be capital. If ball dot is touching edge, then go to variable var x var x equals to 0 block, and then here we are going to write score equals to go to max minus score minus 1. On one side score and on one side 1. So what it will do when a ball touches the right edge means this one. Okay, this is our right. So when it touches the edge, our score will decrease by 1 because it didn't touch the player, it touched the edge. So now if it touches the player, what shall happen? Score shall increase by 1. So I'm just gonna copy paste this. Okay, so by mistakenly I copied the draw sprites too. And the change I have to make is remove the score minus 1 and add the plus block, and on one side score and on one side 1. So score plus 1. I know we are defining it again and again. Okay, but I am not gonna code this part because ping pong, we are not making the winning thing, right? We are just making the, what is the mistake? It was working right now. Yeah, so it will work. So whenever a ball touches the right edge, our score will decrease. But we forgot one thing. Look, we did robot dot bounce of edges, player dot bounce of edges, ball dot bounce of edges. So we need to do one more thing. Go to Sprite and Sprite dot bounce of edges, Sprite dot bounce of target. Actually, yeah. So Sprite, instead of Sprite, I'm going to write ball. It shall bounce off robot. Okay, robot. Then I'm going to copy this and then paste it, and also player. So the game is done and it works properly. You can make small changes like change the position of something if you want. Sorry. You can try using different velocity, and this is just, it happens sometimes. It's just a glitch. And you can try new stuff. You can try making winning and losing positions. In our upcoming projects, I'm going to show how to make that too. So, how was the session? And did you like the project? Was it good? And yeah, if you have any doubt, join our Discord server. And feel free to ping me there anytime. My name is Rose. You can ping me there. And it was just an introduction. So your homework is to try new stuffs and send, or else you can just make this project and send on Discord, or else we'll provide you with Google Form.
So, thank you everyone for joining this session. So, Rose is our mentor, and if you have any doubts, you can come on Discord. The description, the list is in the link is in description. And you have any doubts, you can go on Discord and ask the doubt. Okay. So, bye everyone. Thank you for joining the session. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.